Hello viewers, more Chrono Cross, not Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger Crimson Echoes. We are immediately given the opportunity to name this character, which, yeah, I'll leave him as Magus since that was his name. Though I could call him Janus, which was his original name. I'll call him Janus actually. Janus, there we are. Yeah, thought I'd call him Janus. Hope I didn't get that wrong. His name is Janus, isn't it? Yeah. Really hope it is. If it isn't, he's called Janus now. Janus, whatever. See, if Frog gets used as his original name, then I think Magus should be able to too. So we are in the past, 12,000 BC, 5 years after though, because every time zone is 5 years later on, as I definitely mentioned. This is like the futuristic past. 12,000 BC, there was madly futuristic, really high science for whatever reason, but it got lost. Well, it just all got lost in time. Snooze might as well, even though I don't think I've lost any health. I might as well take a nap. Wake up, Magus. I really should have called him Magus. I'm going to be calling him Magus all game. Or Magus. No, definitely Magus. So I've got to find the Elder, who is all the way back here. I'm not going to bother talking to all those people. They don't really say anything interesting at all. Powers of decline. So he's the only, really the only one who whose loss and abilities has been explained. Because in the last game he would have been, you know, he couldn't have been lower than like level 50 by the end. But now we're level 1, as you noticed. Oh no, we're level 5. Magus is level 5. Oh yeah, there is a market around here, which I think I want to use. Magus has these magics. He has Shadow Bolt, which is a lightning spell. But it could be a shadow spell, since that's Magus's or Janus's element. Steel, which steals items of enemies, which doesn't seem to work with any of these enemies in the early game. And Omni Shield, which is a very useful shield spell, which I shall be employing quite a lot. So there is a, not this one though, there is a guy who sells stuff around here somewhere. I think it's this guy. Yes, no, it's not this guy. South Village. Oh yeah, South Village is over. Well, over here where we were meant to go to find that healing square that the Elder mentioned. I think, yeah, it's one of these houses. Okay, thank you. I don't know why you just didn't stay over there. It's not like this place is much better than the other place. Well done, it's beautiful. And I think this is the market. See, those are the scientists that were in the original. Oh, here's the wow. I wonder if you guys saw that or not. But the whole Windows 7, every window disappears to show the desktop thing, and the game just disappeared. I actually hope that showed up, because that would be kind of funny. So I'm going to buy a few tonics here. I might as well buy 20 of them, although I've got 21 now, which isn't a nice round number. And I'll just buy 3 mid tonics. Won't buy any revives since we've only got Janus. Won't buy any shelters since there aren't too many. Okay, I'll buy 1 shelter just in case. And actually, shelter's kind of useful since, as I said, there's only 1 of us. But it won't go to waste too much. I can save it. They are useful for the whole game. Okay. So now, let me just check something. Very interesting. So now this is where we want to go, the Sergeant's house, where he has a healing square. So, now I just need to find the stab him in the gut button. Ah. Simple request, let me use your healing square. Alright then, big scary pale guy. Use the healing square, and now I'm healed. Let me check something. Okay, cool. I can move on now. Return to the Elder and tell him, yes, we got your healing square. Traverse the barren, icy wastelands just to do that. I don't know how all the other characters managed to do that, but let's not dwell on that too long. Get out of my way, you stupid little shit. Talk to the Elder again. We can use this square. Persons in Zeal clothing. Well, a lot of people have Zeal clothing. A lot of people from Zeal. Oh no! It's Dalton, one of the enemies from the last game. They're probably one of 2 enemies that I think I ever struggled with. He has strength. We are the prophet. You'll regret that. I shall wave my hands around like I'm about to cast a spell, but then this stupid woman tells him where the healing square is. You stupid woman. My magic is very precise. If I wanted to kill your kid, I would have killed him ages ago. But we must chase Dalton and make sure he hasn't caused too much mischief. We should go back to Sargon's house. Ask him, what happened, Sargon? Has Dalton been here? Oh, I really should just stab you. The healing square is still usable, thankfully. But he ventured over here into the Beast Forest, where we'll actually be able to fight some enemies, believe it or not. Not before picking up a mid-tonic, which is quite useful. There is another item down here. A ether, which... oh, I never even noticed this place. But it's empty anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Never noticed that in my last playthrough. So we shall... what are we doing? Flying? Floating? Just hovering above the ground? And that guy jumped over a tree. These are how the fights work. The enemies move around. It's not too important right now, but it does determine how you can hit them with like multi-target spells and how when they'll attack you, so you can kind of use that to time your attacks on them. If you hit these guys with any attack spell, their attack damage goes up, but thankfully they are taken out in 2 hits. I just used the shadow spell there just so you can see what it looked like. It doesn't 1-hit KO them, and 2 physical attacks does the same thing as 2 magic attacks, or 1 magic attack and a physical, so it's kind of useful. Useless even. 2 enemies right now. The blue one is a lot stronger, so I'm going to cast the Omni Shield now so you can see what that looks like. It makes the orange one do 0 damage to me, and the blue one only do 7. I think it would have normally done 14. So I'm going to attack the blue one first, obviously, since the orange one is only doing 0 damage to me, even with his big barge attack. I will probably cut out the later battles in this game, just so just so I'm not showing the battles all the time. I do like it when people who are LPing RPGs do that, since it is kind of a good reason to watch LPs of RPGs, because they can be tedious with the random battles all the time. Thankfully, Chrono Trigger is not that tedious, since the battles aren't random. You can see every enemy on the main screen, except in times like this where they encounter randomly. But still, it was triggered by an actual something that happened in the overworld. Once I entered this area, the enemy appeared. It wasn't just walking around and then pop, pop, pop. The enemy appears like in Final Fantasy all the bloody time. You know when they're going to come out and attack you. But I got myself another ether, which is very useful since I'm going to want to be using my my spells quite often. I won't bother cutting this enemy out since, well, it's still early game. You might want to see one more. So I'll do the same. I'll just use my my shield spell so the other guy does 0 damage to me. Attack the blue one twice. So he got another attack on me pretty quickly. That's kind of strange. But yeah, magic and physical attacks both power up these guys. I don't remember them doing that in the original game. And this game they've obviously done something with the stats of enemies since they are weaker. These enemies I wouldn't have encountered until there was like level 15 or 20 or something, since they're kind of pretty much mid to end game enemies. Mid game at least. But they're obviously lowered down now since I'm only level 5. I'll actually check my stats after the start and actually see if my stats are any higher. But I took them out pretty easily. And that is that. My stats are normal. They're what I should expect. So those enemies must be weakened a bit. I've probably made a mistake by not saving so far. I could have saved in the overworld, but oh well. This guy doesn't really seem interested in fighting us. He's more interested in staring at that fish. But once his friend comes and attacks us, he does become a little more interested in the battle. So I'm going to finish this battle off camera if I cut myself too early. What am I doing? Okay, the fight is done. I got 20 experience points, which I should probably mention what they actually are. Experience points level you up, obviously. You get stronger. Tech points, which you get after every battle. You probably did notice them, and maybe you're thinking, what are tech points? They contribute to you getting new spells. See, after getting 386 tech points, Magus will learn Dark Bomb, his next magic spell. 386 is quite a lot for the beginning of the game, but we do start off with 3. In the original, you only start off with one ability per character. These are dual and triple techs, which I'll get into later. Well, I've got a save point over here, which I'm obviously going to use. Saving is saving. You know what it is, obviously. If you have any level of intelligence, you should know what saving is. I'm going to use a few tonics, since this next enemy is kind of tricky. This next enemy is actually one of the enemies I mentioned before, that one of the only enemies I ever died to in this game, so let's try and take him out. Actually, no, I will... How close am I to leveling up? Yeah, I will level up once more just to make this battle a bit easier, so I'll be back once I'm level 6. Okay, we are now level 6 and somewhat ready to face this next enemy. Is it Dalton? No, Dalton never dirties his hands. Dalton, you arrogant bastard. We'll see who we're supposed to fight. It is the Golem. Golem King, or just Golem? I forget. Golem Boss. It's quite early for us to have to fight this bastard. But, us having max health, notice I don't have max health, it's totally useless since this guy has an irritating spell called Iron Ball, which cuts our HP by half. You notice his magic spell to 21, so we obviously want to stay above 21 at all times. As long as we are above 21, we are fine, since we'll usually always have time to heal ourselves with a tonic. I could use magic on him, but if I do, he'll switch his attack to a big lightning spell and just one-hit kill me. I could show you, but I can't be bothered. So I want to use an item now, or was it too late? No, thankfully he used a Iron Ball spell on me. He does that sometimes. Instead of just taking the kill, he'll use his Iron Ball spell on me and cut my HP by half, which will never kill me, obviously. It's like Super Fang in Pokemon, pretty much. So just wail on this guy a bit. My bloody... Ah, shit. My, I've got to heal first, it's more important. My shield's gone down. If you haven't noticed, the little green aura is when I actually have it up. I don't think this will take me out, though. Yeah, I have enough time to use a shield, and then the next one won't do as much damage. This boss is tedious. This game, the difficulty level is definitely ramped up quite a bit. It makes fighting some enemies just a lot harder. They're just a teeny bit harder than they should be at the point of the game. They're still beatable though. Difficulty curve is still okay, but yeah, as I'm saying, it just makes them a bit harder, really. Harder than they should be. I would honestly say if Chrono Trigger was as hard as this, it wouldn't be as good of a game. Chrono Trigger had a really nice difficulty curve. It was a bit on the easy side, though, to be honest, but it was still good. So just keep up above 21 health. Make sure we have our shields up. Continue to hit him with physical attacks, since magic attacks will do more damage, but they will also change his attack pattern into that big lightning attack, which will one-hit KO me, even through the shield, which I don't have anymore, and I died. Excellent. I should have used a... Oh, this is me dead again, isn't it? Bastard. If I actually knew how much HP he had and I was counting how much damage I'm doing to him, I would use a lightning spell just at the... Oh no, I beat him. You need... Better not kill me now. Bastard! That's something he does there. You need above 48, which is annoying. Yeah, that's me dead. You need above 40 HP when you kill him, or he will use that attack and do 40 damage to you and not wipe you out, which is irritating. Okay, this is the last attack on him. I know that because I'm just cutting the video. This is you saw the battle before. This is just how it looks like when he doesn't kill me. So that's the golden boss taken out, thankfully, and the ruins in the far north. That's where we're heading now. This is a good point to cut the video off here. So I hope you are enjoying it. See you guys later. Bye. Gonna have fun editing all that.